Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to the channel, where we meticulously examine the intricate tapestry of the British royal family. Today, we delve into a development that has captured the attention and the hearts of royal watchers worldwide. A profound indication that the Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry, is extending a significant and deeply emotional olive branch, specifically directed toward his estranged elder brother, Prince William. For years, the silence between the two sons of King Charles has been deafening, a palpable chasm separating the heirs of a shared and often tragic legacy. Now, however, through carefully chosen words delivered on a solemn occasion, it appears that Prince Harry is sending a clear, unambiguous message. The time for making amends is at hand. The enduring hope for reconciliation, often dismissed as mere fantasy, might actually be gaining momentum, driven by Harry's own palpable sense of longing for the life he left behind. Before we immerse ourselves in this fascinating analysis, please take a moment to show your support. If you appreciate these deep dives into the complexities of the monarchy, do remember to like this video and crucially, subscribe to our channel. Your engagement ensures we can continue bringing you these detailed reports. The context of this latest appeal is crucial. It follows a period of intense personal and legal stress for the Duke of Sussex. Earlier this year, in March, Prince Harry openly called for a reconciliation with his family, shortly after suffering a significant legal setback. This highly publicized event was the loss of his security appeal against the UK Home Office. The implications of this ruling were massive, fundamentally altering his ability to feel safe and secure when visiting the country he still considers home. This loss seemed to serve as a catalyst, reinforcing the painful reality of his physical and emotional distance from the epicenter of his life. While the relationship with his father, King Charles III, has shown tentative signs of repair, most notably when the Duke briefly reunited with the monarch in September, it is now evident that Prince Harry's focus has shifted directly to his brother, Prince William. The latest evidence of this targeted effort comes from an emotional letter penned by Harry to honor Remembrance Day, a time of profound national reflection and tribute to those who served. It is within the specific, nuanced language of this tribute that royal observers and linguistic experts have found compelling evidence of Harry's deep-seated yearning for the restoration of the close bond he once shared with the Prince of Wales. To help us dissect this subtle but powerful communication, we turn to the insights of renowned body language expert Judy James. Ms. James meticulously examined the vocabulary used by the Duke in his essay, concluding that the specific words selected are major indicators of just how much he misses the easy, intimate relationship he shared with William. The most telling phrase, according to Ms. James, revolves around Harry's description of his current residence. He stated, and I quote, "Though currently I may live in the United States, Britain is, and always will be, the country I proudly served and fought for." Judy James highlights the strategic use of the adverb currently. She points out that this seemingly innocuous term fundamentally changes the meaning and implication of the statement. The choice of currently suggests a temporary arrangement, a state of being that is subject to change rather than a definitive, permanent relocation. Consider the alternative phrasing that Harry could have employed. Miss James suggests that had Harry written, "Though I now live in the United States," this construction would have strongly indicated a sense of finality and permanency regarding his move across the Atlantic. The difference is subtle, yet strategically profound. The word currently, as the expert explains, is often employed in common parlance to describe situations that are inherently impermanent or transitional. We use it to describe a status that we expect or hope to change, such as saying, "Currently I'm single," or "Currently I'm unemployed." It implies a holding pattern, not a final destination. By applying this term to his residency, Prince Harry is, perhaps subconsciously, leaving the door wide open to a significant change in his geographical and emotional positioning. Judy James elaborated on this interpretation in an interview with The Mirror, suggesting that this linguistic choice functions as a teaser for a much-anticipated reunion, a reunion that might indeed be on the horizon. She attributes this strategic phrasing directly to the Duke's profound homesickness. This is not merely a passing nostalgia, it is a deep, persistent ache for his former life, his former role, and most significantly, his former relationship with his brother. Furthermore, the body language expert observed another layer to this communication. Harry's statement, while directed at Britain and the military community, also appears to be a form of apology or at least an explanation to his current audience in the United States. He seems to be offering a justification for what might be perceived as a ridiculous admission of longing, given the dramatic nature of his departure and the subsequent grievances aired publicly. However, beneath this veneer of explanation, the reality is stark. Harry is not truly sorry for missing a monumental part of his life that remains rooted in the United Kingdom. And this includes the undeniable gravitational pull of the royal family itself. There is, as many observers have noted, an overwhelming sense of longing, a melancholic undertone that permeates his words as he reflects upon his past and the dedication of his years of military service. This essay is far more than a simple tribute to veterans. It is a deeply personal rumination on identity and belonging. Other royal experts have quickly labeled the essay as a veritable love letter to Britain. In it, Prince Harry expresses an unwavering devotion to his home country, pledging his loyalties despite the years of highly publicized grievances and the emotional distance that has grown between him and the institution he once served. This public declaration of enduring allegiance is a powerful gesture, designed perhaps to soften the public perception of his move and reaffirm his intrinsic connection to the nation. But as Judy James astutely suggests, the essay is also highly representative of the profound longing he feels for his immediate family, and this yearning is most acutely focused on his elder brother, William. The bond between Harry and William was not merely that of siblings. It was a uniquely forged connection, tempered in the crucible of tragedy following the devastating death of their mother, Princess Diana. That shared, singular grief created an intensity and closeness that few siblings ever experience. The dynamic between the two princes, especially in their younger years, was defined by a specific type of playful yet deep interaction. Judy James explains this eloquently. Harry was a man who grew up and cut his teeth on banter, especially with his brother William. The historical record, interviews and appearances from the days before the rift, consistently show that their banter was relentless, an ongoing, energetic exchange that served as their primary mode of communication and affection. This was their language, a constant flow of jokes, teasing, and mutual support hidden beneath a layer of good-natured ribbing. In promoting the concept of deep connection and allegiance so strongly and emphatically in his recent essay, Ms. James posits that Harry is indirectly implying, perhaps even subconsciously, how much he misses that specific, irreplaceable dynamic with his older brother. The absence of that banner is, in many ways, the absence of a fundamental pillar of his identity. It signifies the loss of the one person who understood the full weight of his unique upbringing and the pressures of his life without needing a single word of explanation. The depth of this shared history cannot be overstated. When Harry speaks of service and loyalty, he is speaking the language of William. They trained together, they served together, and they navigated the intense glare of global media attention side by side for decades. That shared experience, that ingrained loyalty to service and to each other, forms the bedrock that the current conflict has sought to erode. By emphasizing his loyalty to Britain, Harry is subtly reminding William of the loyalties they both shared, hoping to trigger a memory of their unified front. This strategic use of language, the word currently, is not an accident. It is a calculated piece of emotional signaling. It allows Harry to acknowledge his current reality without committing to it indefinitely. It opens the psychological door for retreat, should conditions allow. For the target audience of this script, those who remember the young princes growing up under the watchful and often tragic eye of the media, the pain of this separation is particularly resonant. We witnessed their camaraderie, their unity in grief, and their shared commitment to upholding their mother's legacy. To see that bond fractured is to witness the breaking of a powerful historical connection. The fact that Harry chose Remembrance Day, a time when military service and deep dedication to the nation are paramount, to release this essay adds another layer of emotional weight. Both brothers hold their military service sacred. By using this platform to express his devotion, Harry taps into a shared, non-negotiable value system that exists outside the realm of royal protocol or personal grievances. It is a plea based on shared sacrifice and honor. The interpretation that this is a teaser for a reunion is perhaps the most hopeful reading of the expert analysis. If Harry is truly homesick, and if he is strategically using language to signal that his American life is only currently his situation, then it suggests a planned shift, or at least a powerful desire to engineer one. What would such a reunion look like? The path forward is undoubtedly complex. The years of silence and the highly public nature of their disagreements, especially following the release of Harry's memoir and various interviews, have created deep wounds that cannot be healed with a simple conversation. However, the first step in any reconciliation is the acknowledgement of longing. And that is precisely what Judy James identifies in Harry's essay. He is acknowledging the loss, expressing the pain, and implicitly inviting William to recognize the same missing piece in their respective lives. The challenge for Prince William, of course, is navigating this public olive branch while upholding his duties as the future king and maintaining the stability of the institution. A reconciliation would require immense effort from both parties, but if the foundation of their relationship, that relentless banter and shared trauma, can be accessed once more, the possibility of repair becomes tangible. In conclusion, Prince Harry's Remembrance Day essay is far more than a statement of patriotic duty. It is a poignant, meticulously crafted communication designed to resonate specifically with his brother. The strategic use of the word currently transforms a simple status update into a profound emotional declaration, hinting that his life in California is perhaps a temporary pause rather than a permanent exile. He misses the connection, he misses the banter, and he misses the shared identity forged alongside William. This event certainly gives us much to reflect upon regarding the powerful, often heartbreaking nature of family bonds under extraordinary scrutiny. The longing is evident, the homesickness is real, and the door, thanks to one small adverb, appears to be slightly ajar. What are your thoughts on this latest development? Do you believe Prince Harry's use of the word currently is a deliberate signal to Prince William, or is it merely wishful thinking on the part of royal observers? Share your opinions in the comments section below. We read every single one of your thoughtful contributions. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more detailed analysis of the royal family, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next update. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.